Hello and welcome to the Monday Night NASCAR Racing Series. Today we're going to be at Kansas Speedway. It is a 1.5 mile oval, 4 turns. We're going to be here for 100 laps. And that will be that. We're currently finishing up qualifying here. As you can see, your pole sitter currently will be Michael Skinner. With that, we will be going down the starting lineup. Here's the starting lineup. Starting on pole position is Michael Skinner. Put in the 3 car, put down a 30.598 second lap. Followed closely by Joseph Lester, put down a 30.685 second lap. Jarrett Phillips in the 77 car starts third, followed by Donnie Gadd in the 5 car. Nick Stein in the 1 car, followed by Barrett Coffey, rounds out your top 6. Raymond Root and Cavaggio Holt for your top 8. Ryan Samuelson, Wes Dobbs, Nicholas Breidenbach, Alan Hinson, Ryan Turnowski, Damian Lester, Sean Taylor rounds out your top 15. Following them are Josh Ward, Tyler Grilla, Chris Claude, Leo Costa, Tyler Conley, Ben Allen, Jarrett Small, and Austin Story. You may notice that those top 5, those last 4 never put down lap time. That may be due to them not qualifying, or they may have hit the wall, spun off into the grass, or whatnot. Here's a look at your pole sitter. Just a second. Actually, it looks like he's not on the grid currently. So you can take a take a quick look at your second place starter. Oh, now here you go. You see their top 2 right there. That yellow Chevy Camaro. And that 8 all blacked out car. I see a couple of them already starting on the pit road. Looks like to me that's a 77. There's a couple of them that have done that. Looks like they're anticipating something. So that's actually 3rd place starter. The 5 car also starting there. Got a couple of them. Looks like we have about 4 of them starting there. Again, also Alan Hinson. Those all cars might be possibly starting pits. Like I said, maybe they're trying to anticipate something will happen. Let's hope not, but you never know. And we're gonna go. Back to our current pole sitter. It looks like it's also going to be 1-2 green, so as soon as the pace car rolls off, it's going to be green flag racing. So you got 3 cars getting a little close to that pace car. It's allowed just as long as he doesn't pass the pace car. Pace car makes it a hard left-hand turn. And green flag is off the way to go. Field goes into turn number 1, led by Michael Skinner, followed closely by Joseph Lester. Joseph Lester on the outside line. You have the 1 car, Nick Stein, on the outside. I think I'm starting on the inside. Nick Stein looks like he gets by him. Not quite clear yet. Nope. Joseph Lester put out by on the outside, and then there you go. See the 1 car up to 2nd place. Joseph Lester now being attacked by Raymond in the 69 car. 69 car on the inside. Joseph Lester on the outside. Joseph Lester trying to battle off. You know, I can't hear about talking to some of the drivers. The outside line is the preferred line, but he's just trying to work that groove in. Then you have the 69 car easily taking the 3rd spot. It looks like they actually now might have a battle for the top four, second through fifth, as now you can see the 69 car going down low underneath Nick Stein. Nick Stein in the one car on the outside. Looks like Raymond Root in the 69 machine has just time. This time Michael Skinner has already put decent sized lead. It's already over half a second. You can see those top, again, second through fifth cars battling out. You see the 81 for Ryan Samuelson. Looking out low to the 8 car on the high side, 81 on the inside, 81. Trying to make moves here early. Again, from what I've heard, the top side will definitely become preferred as this race goes on, so we're just trying to get really fast before it becomes a higher rate. 81. Still trying to battle. It looks like now he's trying to battle the one car of Nick Stein. 81 still on the inside. The one car trying to hold him off. 81 now. Again, battling the 8 car, Joseph Lester. And it looks like on the inside here, he gets the run through the corner, but as soon as he exits the corner, Joseph Lester has that advantage. Oh, it looks like the closer Michael Skinner now is falling off. Raymond Root to the top spot, followed closer by Nick Stein. It looks like the pole sitter of Michael Skinner. Looks like he had an early lead. Maybe he had a problem, maybe he got loose. Had to save the car, slowed him down. He's already back down to the third place now. Looks like he might lose another one here to Ryan Samuelson. Ryan Samuelson on the inside now. Michael Skinner on the outside. The 81 Ryan Samuelson. He's trying to battle it out. He's already 5 laps into his 100 lap race. The 81 on the inside, still trying to battle the 3. The 3 looks fast on the outside, but it might not be fast enough. As you see the 81 now trying to battle the 1. The 81 falling back. He's just trying to get back into the line here. You can see now the 3 up, still in third. Now trying to battle the 1 car. The 3 on the out, trying to look back. Oh, looks like there might be some contact there. The 3 and the 1 might have made contact. They're still rolling. They're still going. Kept the car straight. The 3 now on the outside, following the 1 car. Looks like we might have a battle for 5th between 8 and Joseph Lester and the 4 of Barrett Coffey. Barrett Coffey on the inside, Lester on the outside. Lester trying to hold him off. Again, we see that car have a lot of drive off the corner, but we see the inside cars have a lot of strength on the entrance. Who will win here? Doesn't look like any of them will. It looks like Joseph Lester would, again, keep his momentum, carry it. It actually looks like that Joseph Lester Barrett tied. He tied Barrett Coffey there at the line. You see Barrett Coffey blinking just a little bit. That means he might have some connection problems. We've seen that happen in the Cup Series. If you don't know, a series does have a Cup Series, and he did have a problem with the Cup Series. Oh, looks like Joseph Lester gets in the wall. Lester in the wall, that allows the 4 to drive right on by. You can see now the 69 machine of Raymond Root already pretty much has gotten a second gap on the second place car of Michael Skinner, pole sitter. And then farther in the pack, looks like we might have a. I'm kind of looking for a battle here. It doesn't look like we have much of a battle here, other than this battle here for pretty much. Let me go to this battle here. 4 Barrett Coffey and the 8 of Joseph Lester. Now down to the 6th spot. He started on the outside pole. Maybe he has a problem. Maybe his race setup definitely doesn't have a lot of speed through the first couple of laps. Maybe it's a very long run setup. You can see again, Barrett Coffey just is driving away from Joseph Lester. You got a battle here though for 3rd place. You have Ryan Samuelson, the 81 machine. The 3rd, again, your pole sitter Michael Skinner. In 2nd place, Michael Skinner on the apron trying to just take the shortest way around. Michael Skinner using the outside line. So far, Ryan Samuelson's going. Oh, Skinner on the outside fence. Looks like Ryan Samuelson might have gotten to him. That slowed both of them up. Now, Nick Stein, the 1 car, is going to be making some moves here. Nick Stein to 3rd place. Looks like he's just going to take 3rd place. As you see the 4 car now, Barrett Coffey making that same move as. So maybe we have another one having connection problems. As we're 3 wide, this spot we're 3 wide. For third place, then we have that one car. Oh, it's make contact. The 4 and the 81 make contact. The one car still on the inside. He might be the one beneficiary of all this contact here. The one tried to get up high. The 4 car was there. You almost became a problem for the 1 car. That definitely would not have been beneficial for him. It's now the 4 car trying to make the same move on the outside that we've seen quite a few cars try to make. The 1 car on the inside. Looks like the inside already has lost a lot of its speed. That was definitely a concern of the drivers. It looks like now we see the 1 car get up high. So again, we can see that 4 car have this connection problem. That doesn't seem to be much of a problem though. So we have that 1 car. We see some sort of spark somewhere. Oh, that's that 3 car again. The 3 car must have gotten to the fence. We heard something going on. The 3 car trying to get back more spots. He's already dropped down to the 4th one. That's the battle out again. The 3 on the outside, the 4 looking on the inside. The 4 so far stays behind the 3 as it looks like now we have the battle between the 4 and the 8. The 8 on the inside, the 4 on the outside. The 8 trying to make a move on the inside. We saw him definitely commit to the outside to start this race off. Now he's moved down. Maybe the track changed to the point where he doesn't like the outside. That's definitely not what we'll be hearing from the drivers, but maybe that's just what they think now is the preferred line. As you see again, the 1 car now under pressure from the 3 to 3. Just gonna follow the 1. There's the 1 now just trying to maintain his line. As we also have a battle now for 4th. The 4 on that middle line. We haven't seen much of that middle line tonight. We saw the high side, you're saying pretty much all the way up to the outside fence, all the way down to the white line. But you don't see that middle line much. And maybe that's where they think the line's now being preferred now, as you see that 4 car now run that in the middle line. You see the 3 car now try to make a run, the 3 on the outside. He's gotten up to him. The 3 will lead up the line. Michael Skinner back up to the 4th spot here. Again, now we got Coffee on the inside. It looks like maybe that 3 out into that fence again. But 3's going to maintain his momentum. He's going to get by the 4 car. Got a battle now up here between Kavaja Holt and Joseph Lester. Joseph Lester on the outside, Kavaja to the inside. Lester in the fence. That's going to pretty much give the spot to Holt. Holt now just barely clears the Joseph Lester. No Joseph Lester, he won't let that one slide. Joseph Lester now trying to look possibly down low. He does, as he's now getting passed by Breidenbach. Breidenbach to the inside. Joseph Lester to the outside. Breidenbach. Joseph Lester hasn't lost him yet. Breidenbach to the inside. In 0-1, we haven't seen much of that car yet, but it looks like that car also might be duplicated a bit in the night. And Joseph Lester sees that spot away as we see a battle now between Kavaja and the 4 car Barrett Coffee. Coffee to the outside, Holt to the inside. Coffee in the fence. Barrett Coffee is on the fence. He's going to be slow. He's going to allow Brian Bach and Lester both to catch up to the 4. He's going to be losing 0-0 in the 3 cars. Looks like Kavaja Holt now. Oh, he's also in the fence. The 3 cars in the fence. They're both in the fence. 3 wide here. As now Barrett Coffee gets right on by Kavaja Holt again. Now they're battling Kavaja Holt and Brian Bach. Brian Bach to the inside. Holt to the outside. Holt trying to maintain a spot. Brian Bach trying to take a spot. Brian Bach clears up for now. That outside line though has momentum as Holt in the wall again. That's going to allow Lester to get onto the outside. Lester to the outside. Holt to the inside. Lester trying to make the move. Doesn't have anything there. Has to back out, but Holt just keeps on going. Because it looks like now we have a battle. Oh, we have the 1 car. 1 car around in the grass. Nick Stein, I think he was definitely in the top 3. He gets it rolling again. Caution over the outside. Well, let's go and see what happened here. Nick Stein is battling, and he's got on the fence, and may have had a little bit of help there from the 81, and he just kind of harmlessly spun out to the outside of the track. Let's go maybe get the our little nose camera on that 81 there, just to see if we can see that looks like he enters the corner, just keeps sliding up. Did he get a little bit of help? Yeah, he did. That's what kind of helped him around, and then, you know, it doesn't look like there was much contact there. I don't think there's going to be much damage to 81. Let's get another replay of that here. From maybe our camera here. Yeah, you can definitely tell. Yeah, it was some contact there. So Nick Stein has brought the first caution of the day, lap 21 of 100. And this has brought down some pit stops. We've seen a couple of them take pit stops here. We have Raymond Root, Michael Skinner in the 3, Ryan Samuelson in the 81, Nicholas Breidenbach in the 0-1, Barrett Coffey in the 4, Kavaja Holt in the 0-0, Joseph Lester in the 8, Jarrett Small, Bennett Allen, Austin Story, Tyler Conley, Sean Taylor, and a whole bunch of them. Looks like pretty much the entire field is to pit stops now. Not 22. As you can see, looks like Skinner has retook the lead, at least to race off pit road. And it looks like he's pretty much just took that spot. So if the C1 is scoring updates itself, gets all cycled back out, but looks like Michael Skinner will be the race leader. And we get to restart. The pace car has no one trapped behind him. Hence, I think, is there any cars off the lead lap? Doesn't look like it to me. Looks like all the cars are on the lead lap. Oh, don't pass the pace car. That might be a penalty. If you pass the pace car, iRacing sees that. They have taken one to green. So that means one to go before we take the green flag, but iRacing doesn't like that when you pass the pace car and cross the start-finish line like that. We may have to look at that and make sure he doesn't have a problem there. As it looks like the 3 chooses the outside line, which is an interesting choice because, like we saw, the inside definitely had the advantage on cold tires. Once the tires warmed up, the outside definitely had its advantage. But is that just circumstances? Maybe this car's set up for the outside. Again, we saw that was supposed to be the better of the 3 lines. You see those really 3 lanes here at Kansas Speedway. We heard the outside was supposed to be pretty much right up to the fence. It's supposed to be the preferred line by the drivers. And when I was talking to him on pit road. Anyways, pace car makes that hard left-hand turn. And the field's off the way. You see the 3 car have a huge jump. And the rest of the field too loud. As soon as the pace car goes off, I'm not sure allowed to make the jump. He pretty much pulls it off perfect. Still, he's already gotten to pretty much a half-second lead over the 81 machine of Ryan Samuelson. Samuelson to the outside. Looks like Raymond Root to the inside. Root now trying to make the move. He doesn't clear him yet this time. Looks like there's probably a gap between him entering turn number 3. Samuelson maintain that his second place. That means Raymond Root to 3rd. Oh, as we looks like we might have won that 5 car there. Johnny Gadden definitely had a big moment there. When Gadden got loose off of turn 4, he saved it on the apron of the racing surface, but that was almost big because you have the 4 car out here, the Barrett Coffee. First Claude in the 10 machine on the inside, Coffee on the outside, and that's preferred line from what we can. Looked like it was preferred on the old tires though. The inside definitely looks like it's fastest. We see now the outside has a lot of steam now. Maybe it's just moves slower on the track. Because now again we see that first car couldn't make that move that we anticipated. Now I have the 24 here on the inside. This is for 13th. 24 on the inside. You have Johnny Gannon on the outside. You saw him have his problems. Johnny Gannon has momentum. He clears a bunch of them here. We have the 70s. This is pretty much off for 15. 15th is the first one in the frame. And 77 here. So looks like we're gonna have a battle now for Cavaggio Holt. Nick Stein to the inside. Holt to the outside. Looks like we might have a 3-wide battle here before we get done with it. It was 3 wide for a second. Now Holt to the outside, Stein to the inside. Stein can't make anything happen. Cavaggio pretty much closes the door and on to another battle. Looks like we have they're closing now here. We saw the 3 car have a lot of problems pretty much after 5 laps into the run. It goes here. As you see the 81 Ryan Samuelson catching up to him. The 81 on the outside. Following the 3 cars line here. He might fall and pick up more laps, but I've been watching that delta between the 2 close up very quickly here on exit. See now, the 81 just has a better run off the corner. He's closed up that gap just a little bit. Now he might have just gotten a little bit tight. As we can see now, the 69 car, where he come from, he's making moves on the apron now. It's allowed here at this 1.5 mile oval. There are a lot of you on the apron. That's part of the racing surface. Pretty much anything that's paved here is allowed. You go full speed unless you're on pit road. But yeah, this 3 car really breakaway now. Next car back is about a second and a half, second and a quarter. And now you have the 3 car again. Michael Skinner. He was your pole sitter. He had problems early onto the run. You have the 81 of Ryan Samuelson. He is trying to chase him down. He's now kind of lost about a tenth of a second. We got a battle now for 6th place. We had a battle for 6th place when I looked at it, and that battle's kind of deteriorated. We have a battle here we had a battle here. Keep seeing these battles here, but let's go back to the lead now. Again, 81. He did lead. I believe he has led a couple laps. Already missed it. Man. Pretty wrong though. But what I do know, Michael Skinner. He had a lot of speed in practice from what I saw in practice. He had a lot of speed in qualifying, obviously. He started on the pole. Starts the race. Has problems 6 laps in. Now he's going to try to hold off. Again, probably one of the fastest cars on the track, Ryan Samuelson. We saw him do it earlier. Ryan Samuelson now. He's kind of keeping that spot. I do gotta give credit to the 3 car. He may not be the fastest car. I think actually he has. Yeah, he's not the fastest car on the track. That honor looks like it goes to at least in the top. At least in the top 8, that honor goes to Ryan Samuelson. That goes to Raymond Root. Actually, he's not the fastest car on the track. He's probably about the 4th fastest car on in that top 8. But he's definitely keeping that 81 car away from him. His 81 car actually is now running slower than the 3 car. Which I think is interesting. He's keeping that gap. You definitely see as the 3 car gets in the fence, that's definitely going to allow the 81 to catch on up. The 83 car on the fence, the 81 is closed up to about a tenth and a half of the gap. Now it's already fallen back down to a 3/10 gap. That battle is pretty much fallen away. We might have to go back to this one later. You see the battle now between the 89 and 21. This is for 6th place. 21 now just kind of following the outside line. And he might just keep following as 21 tries to cut down low. I like that move. As long as he can do it again, turn 3. As 89 in the fence. 89 in the fence. He's also having that connection problem. I might help out the 21. 21. It looks like he might have one behind him. possibly. Oh, as that's a late block from 21. 21 has a spot. That's going to pretty much give 21 that spot for now. We have a battle here. Looks like we have a battle here for 12th. 88 is in 12th place. 17 to 13th. 88 using an outside line. 17 kind of falling back to 17 now onto the inside. 17 trying to charge on the inside. 17 gets to the 88, and the 88 looks like he's getting that car is definitely turning very, very tight. He's having problems keeping that thing going up into the track. 88 up into the fence, 88 in the fence. That's going to give 2 spots away, and might give away a third one here. So 32 on the inside. It's a 32 of Brian Ternowski. He's trying to make a move on the 88. He does. 88's the outside. 32 on the inside. 32 tries to move up. He's not quite clear yet. 88's going to have to run off the corner. 88 has to run. A big mess of cars behind him. The lead actually is falling to about 8/10 in Skinner's favor. We're going to go back to his battle. Here's the 88's in the fence yet again. The 88's in the fence. That's going to allow the 32 on by. It's probably also going to allow the 77 on by. As you see, the 18 hard in the fence. 18, he kind of went off the picture. He saves it. He's definitely going to be a lot slower. You see the battle between the 10 and the 18. 10 on the outside. Chris Claude, 18 on the inside. That's just going to give the spot away to Chris Claude. We're going to go back to that battle for. Yeah, 88 and 77. 88 on. Sorry, that's 88 on the inside, trying to make his moves back. We have that 23 car of Austin Story. We haven't talked about him yet in this race. He also has some pace in practice, as you see again. 32 on the inside, 77 on the outside. 32 Ternowski trying to make the move, and 77 trying to defend. 77 has the run. He gets away this time now. We also have a battle here, it looks like, for 8 car of Joseph Lester. He might have been in defense. The 24 now trying to chase down the 8 car. The 8 car on the outside. Well, he will be on the outside. The 24, if he wants to attack, he won't this time by. He'll stay in line. And that battle for. You see that battle, that definitely is falling in Skinner's favor. It looks like we might have a 69 in the fence. 69 was in the fence. That's going to give the third spot to Breidenbach in the 0-1 car. No other spots will be lost, but that's definitely an interesting one. As it looks like we're in battle here now for between Roger Holt and on the outside. Looks like Bennett Allen was on the inside. He's going to duck out of the inside. Now we're going to have Roger on the inside of Joseph Lester. Almost put that. Big trouble for Lester. Roger on the inside using that apron trying to get a spot. He gets away. Looks like we have another battle here between Chris Claude and Brian Ternowski. Claude on the inside. Ternowski isn't really going to have any momentum. It's just going to become, again, single file. See if he can do anything on this lap, in this corner. Well, we're just going to say, again, it looks like actually that 32 might be having handling problems. Just looking for other little battles around the track right now. Looks like it's pretty much down to a pretty spread out racetrack. From what I can tell, first ballot, it's really the closest battle is to 21 here. 69 is falling off pace pretty badly. We got Sean Taylor here. The 5 trying to defend. The 89 trying to attack. 89 trying to force the issue. He's going to be attacking up high. 89 actually up high with those 0 for Roger Holt to the inside. Holt to the inside. He gets clear. He's clear. The 89 trying to try to cross over here. He's going to be way too far back. He's not going to have anything to gain from that at all. And we got Holt now trying to go after the 5. The 5 being followed by Holt trying to attack, trying to get fight from those spots. And knowing Holt and how Roger Holt and how he drives, that he's very, very aggressive. And he'll do a lot of moves that I've seen not many other people want to make. But he knows what he's doing also. It's not like he's just making moves just to make moves. He's very careful, from what I can tell. He knows what moves to make. He knows when to do them. And he's very successful at it. It looks like he might have a car having problems. That might be the forward Barrett Coffee there. I've seen him, again, having connection problems as of lately. Really, there's not really much for battles on the track. Looks like actually the 18 of Tyler Conley. Looks like he may be off the racetrack. He is off the racetrack. Having technical difficulties with that wheel on camera there. As it doesn't look like there's really much for. Yeah, like I said, there's not really much for battles. You have. Looks like the first car that looks like could be lapped is going to be Tyler. Just see how far back he is. So that was the first car in the sights. Let's actually take it around. We got kind of got this all set there. Let's go take a lap around with our leader right now. I'm just going to skin it. There's not much off time in the crowd this track. We all just get the car just right in and go. Rolling onto the yellow line, so the white line, so the white line this track. Again, it's right at the NASCAR Cup Series sign. He lets off, gets on pretty early. Just kind of going through. That's how he does the lap. Let's take a lap around this maybe somewhere. We have a car, yeah, we had a car around there. I saw in the cockpit view that one car that we were just on board with. Don't know who it's for. It looks like it could have been Raymond Root, actually. Looks like he made a pit stop. And let's see what happened here. Raymond just gets loose. That's easy to do at this track, actually. For how flat it is. He just gets sideways on you. You see that car's in the grass, that brings out the caution. Just a simple thing to do here. I like the speed here. It just kind of shows it's going through. It's trying to go up the speed. It's onto the flat. Goes kind of over that bump. You can see it. You can go back here and look at it again. There's this little bump that goes on the transition here. Right at that white line. As soon as it gets on that transition, that's what I've seen a lot of racing here, actually. In my racing experiences, it's just easy to get loose there. So definitely take it easy. Almost have to let off. Just so then you don't spin the car out, and that's exactly what he didn't do. And there's not really much blame you can do on him for that. That's just how the track is. It's hard to do that pit exit, try and get up to speed. It's one thing if you're trying to get up to 55 miles an hour. It's another thing if you're trying to get up to, 150 plus. But here's all the cars that pit. No, we don't need to. Sorry about that. Let's go. So here's all the cars that pit. You have the 3-car, 81, 01, 89, 8, 23, 17, 1, 88, 41, 9. That's the wrong way. And 70. Do we have any cars that stayed out? Oh, looks like we might have one car that tried to take a wave around. Looks like it might be the 69 Raymond Root. And it looks like that 89 one car actually never Deep hit. Deep hit, he just really got by. He just really got by that 3 car. Maybe he didn't do a pit stop. That was a very fast pit stop from the 81 car. I don't know. But that looked like for him. Let's actually go take a quick look at that. Let's see, 81. Oh, that's way. And the 69 stayed out. Oh, this isn't what I thought this was. You can see he. It's kind of a fast forward thing. As I know we're coming up to one degree here shortly. He makes, look how far much of that gap he is. He gets 2 tires, 4 tires, and he just gets right on by at 3. Looks like almost like the 3 had a slow pit stop. And as you can see, as Brian Turnowski and 32 and Tyler Grilla also made pit stops. We are going to 1 to green now. I believe it's 1 to green. The leaders just took 1 to green. We'll be back for the restart. Alright, so we're already 54 laps. We're already a little bit over halfway here for this 100 lap event. It's been a fast one. And I expect a lot of good, hard racing between these drivers. It's definitely going to be aggressive from here on out. I think they don't have any more, they may have 1 more pit stop in them. It depends on how much skill they took on this last caution. Well, again, the 81 had a very fast pit stop. He was a 1.5 seconds faster than the 3 car was. So that just kind of shows you, what type of pit times that was and how where a 1.5 seconds gets you. But here they go. Pace car. He's already make that hard left-hand turn. Once he gets on the straightaway, he's going to make that hard left-hand turn. There you go. See, pace car is off. And green flag is out. You see the 81 kind of spun his tires. The 3 car on the inside. 81 on the outside. That was a big jump. Again, he's being very, very aggressive with these restarts. That also may be a penalty for iRacing. Who knows? I've had it go both ways, especially for how he chose lanes. 81 chose the high side. The 3 was not supposed to pass him before the start finish line. We'll see how iRacing does that. The 81 though, on the outside. The 3, his R3 is already in the fence. The 3's in the fence. 81 trying to make the move. He's falling over the contact. There's contact in the 81 now. On that kind of second line down, the 3 on the outside, pretty much right up on that against that outside fence. The 3 now trying to hold off the 81. 81 though has had the faster car. 81. Ryan Samuelson. Don't believe he is won yet. I will definitely check that out for you. 81 has... No, he is not. He has already won a race. He's won a race. So he's locked. He's pretty much guaranteed to lock in for the playoffs. The 3 of Michael Skinner. He, on the other hand, is, I believe, making his first start here, actually, if I'm correct. Making his first start in this series, and that's just kind of looking at the point standings right now. And I don't think I see his name on there, so I believe this is his first start. So that's kind of the tale of 2 battles here. The 81 of Ryan Samuelson's trying to make sure he's a lock for the playoffs. You can win once, and that pretty much guarantees you a spot with the kind of what the NASCAR calls a win and you're in type format. but you're not guaranteed a spot. Your top, so many cars, I believe it's 12 in this series. I believe it's 12 in this series. The top 11 cars with wins are in the playoffs, plus the regular season champion. And after that, it's just kind of followed by point standings. So they're trying to make sure they're locked in the playoffs. So you don't really have much else for a battle here. You got the battle for the fourth spot here. On the inside, we have the 24 outside. We have the 0-1, 0-1. It's cleared by the 24. 0-1 can't make anything to the corner. That will be that. So we also have we had a battle. Oh, it has one around. We have a car around here. Caution is out. Oh, that's the 21 of West Dobbs. We haven't talked about him today. That's not how he wants to be mentioned. We saw him get spun out there. Let's just see what happened here. The 21. So he blinks. That's alright. It's a very aggressive pack here. Oh, he just hits the fence. This is the lap that happens. This is kind of the lap before he has a problem. Again, he's just kind of in that pack. We have 89. Ahead of him, the 77. Oh, he just goes loose on his own. And crunch. There he goes. There he is. He had tires all locked up. Couldn't do anything about that. Noses into the wall. Does it get rolling again? No. He just gets that reset. West Dobbs pits on lap 60. Nicholas Bridenbrock, Cavaggio Holt, Barrett Coffey, Johnny Gadden, Jarrett Phillips, Jarrett Small, Josh Ward, West Dobbs, Chris Claude, Brian Tarnowski, Tyler Greer, and Alan Hinson all have pit under this last yellow. Michael Skinner is your race leader currently, followed by Ryan Samuelson, Joseph Lester, and Nick Stein are your top 5. Tyler Conley has been out of the event, and it looks like we might have another one here with West Dobbs added to the DNF list. This is only our 3rd yellow of the event. We've only been really running these cars for not long at all. This race has gone by like there's not really anything to it. We've been pretty much live for this event for the last 43 minutes. Thank you all for have tuned in for this event. And currently your leader is Michael Skinner. Tell us all who you're rooting for in the YouTube live chat. If you're not live, just tell us in the comments, you know. We can definitely look and see who your favorite driver is. Maybe we'll have maybe if we can, whoever has the most votes can possibly have like the most favorite driver award going to the next event, and we can have a different vote every week. We can see how that goes. Well, other than that, looks like pace car probably going to be 2 to green this time. Yeah, it looks like we're probably going to be 2 to green as the pace car hasn't had its lights off yet. And it's definitely been an interesting race. We're not want to miss the pretty much last 38 laps. It's probably going to be 36 laps by the time we go back green. You also see our fastest lap currently was put down by Raymond Root, put down at 30.987. This is his fastest lap of the event. It's getting colder up. Maybe we'll have another one here. It's hard to tell with this rubber here, this track, it almost gets slower. From when I was doing my testing, I noticed that. So we'll see. So again, we are going to be now 1 to green, most likely by the time the pace car crosses. It is going to be indeed 1 to green. So let's put you on board. No, let's put you on board with the 81 here. on the restart. Look behind them real fast. Just look at the field behind them. Just move that camera on. It's just a camera that kind of shows the banking here. This track, there's a lot of banking. I'm gonna look for this camera. Look at all those cars. Looks like the car actually Ben Allen behind them. Not just making contact with him. He knows we have that camera on him. Trying to not show his damage, but that 24 Michigan Arrow looks like it has some front end damage. From what I can tell, didn't really know that it was there. I was going to find out. Here we are. That knowledge. 24. Actually going over to the 24 here on the outside. Let's go on for the 24 here actually. Thought maybe that was a little better. Looks like the car next to him, but Joseph Lester looks like he's been in the fence a couple times. You can see the paint's kind of scratched off of that. As the 81 almost had a jump, 3 cars took off, but 3 cars off in the way. You can see the 24 car Ben Allen checking up to third gear. And there's up in the fourth gear. 8 car Joseph Lester on the inside. Ooh, now looks like we got a little bit to see who's going straight. Looks like now we're going to be 3 wide. So I call this things from the cockpit here, but here we are. 24 on the inside. Looking to the inside of the 8 car. 8 car is not going to do anything. The 24 is going to run the middle line. The 1 car with a whole lot of speed now has just gone and rocketed to the inside. 24 to the outside. 1 car of Nick Stein to the inside. Oh, we're actually have another caution on this. We'll see where that is from. Looks like Jarrett Small. Looks like he had that thing rolling. Looks like he just went out front stretch. We can go check what happened there. Looks like he just got loose, corrected, hit the wall, came back down. Barrett almost hit the 0-1. Stayed off the pit road, so didn't get the penalty. And then let's go take a quick look at the 0-1 there and see what he would have seen. The 0-1 of Nicholas Bryden. And so those 2 rounds, the second car in the picture there. It's pretty funny. That's actually pretty cool. How you got it. And see that the iRacing. And lastly, let's go take a quick look at what Small would have seen. Let's actually go take a quick look. There we go. So he doesn't actually try to do anything. Try to keep it off the pit road. I'm surprised. Make the thing roll. Off you go. That was almost a big incident for both those 2 cars. He's entering pit road along with Michael Skinner, Ryan Samuelson, Joseph Lester, Ben Allen, Nick Stein, Austin Story, Sean Taylor, Leo Casca, Damian Lester, Brian Tarnowski, Tyler Rhea, Alan Hinson, Jarrett Small all have pit. Here is your leader currently, the 5 of Johnny Gatson, followed by Cavacho Holt, Josh Ward, Nicholas Breidenbach, Chris Claude, Raymond Root, Barrett Coffey, Jarrett Williams, and then Michael Skinner just exiting pit road. So we had 8 cars stayed out, which is interesting. This means that these cars with new tires are not going to battle their way through cars with old tires. This pit strategy made this race have a little bit more work for these cars that were up ahead. It all looks like there'd be a car possibly stopped. That looked to be the 23. Oh, it wasn't the 23. We had someone stopped. Maybe they're trying to let cars by. Regardless, that's not going to turn much. And get my list. There we go. Something's going on here in my list. A session of like the pit stops and all that wonderful stuff. I don't know why it's all messed up, but it looks like we're good. Our leader is still Donnie Gatson. Hasn't led, I don't think he's led any laps today until now. Quadro Holt, who definitely has not led laps. Josh Ward in the 63, Nicholas Breidenbach, Chris Claude, all of them I don't believe have led laps today. But we'll just have to see. It looks like we're not quite one to green yet, so I don't know, they're just trying to prepare to get lined up. Yeah, we're still 2 to green. Looks like they are going to get ready lined up because we have that one car. We have one car that's kind of falling back. Looks like now they get back into the line. And we are indeed 1 to green. Looks like the 5 has chose the outside line. That's allowed. And we're going to restart here with 30 to go. And this is the top 8 have stayed out. Top 9 actually have stayed out. From what I can tell, all these cars have pit at least 3 times. Have stayed out so far. Alan Hinson and Tyler Gurriela are the only 2 who've pit more than 4 times. And the only car that's pit twice so far is Michael Skinner. So this time the iRacing pace car should make its hard left-hand turn onto pit road and turn these cars loose for to end the 4th caution of the night. As pace car is off away we go. Field makes its way to turn number 1. The 5 car gets a huge jump. Lines up 2nd. 3rd car in line. Nicholas Breidenbach, Josh Ward, 2 spot behind him. Raymond Root, of course, settled where he's at. Up to Michael Skinner now. Is the 1st car on tires. We had the 4 car. Looks like he locked up the brakes. This is the car I want to watch. He sees the car on the newest tires, sees the car that has the most tires, I believe, in his pit box. We'll see how this goes. 3 now on the back onto the inside. Oh, yeah, said he's going to the inside. No, he just blocked. 5 cars in the wall. He's going to follow a 6 and 9 car through. 3 cars to the top of the track. These cars race it out. The 63 gets up into the fence, the 69 on the inside, the 3 on the inside of the 01, the 63 up really up high. The 69 gets to the 3rd spot, Josh Ward, 4th. 5th place will be Michael Skinner. And we have a whole mess of cars trying to find their spot where they should be running. Michael Skinner, 5th place, was leading. Can he do anything about this? You see now the 24th with the 01 really turned down the track. He's going to get passed now by he attempts to be passed by 8. 8 is pretty much just cleared it on the line of 01. Well, the same thing happened with the 24. The 24 looks as Michael Skinner was it looks like very possible too wide there. He's going to make the pass down to the bottom. As Ryan Samuelson has the fastest lap in the event, 39.45. As Michael Skinner now, 4th place. Can he make it anymore? Skinner to the bottom of the track, following the 5. Is he going to try to go down lower than the 5? He rolls better than 5. The 3 is just going to roll right on by on the inside. 3 to the inside. He's off for 2nd now. He's going to get that whole mess of cars behind him. We'll give you a full update of who's where once we get this kind of all settled back down. The 3 now following his place in line. As you got the 8 and the 24. 24 to the inside. These 2 cars are teammates for the Cup Series. The 24 kind of goes up the track close to the 8 to go high, and looks like we have another yellow out for maybe. Looks like Nicholas Breidenbach have had problems. Barrett Coffee is very much off the pace. Go back and look and see what happened there. And looks like another one that had problems was Sean Taylor. From what I can tell, my scoring, his car looks fine. Let's go see what iRacing decided to throw the yellow for. Give me 1 second here. I'm just have to see if I can get the car. If I can see if I can find a camera with the car number on it. There we go. Looks like we got one here. It doesn't look like anything. So far, that's. Caution gonna be out, so it's a great pass with the problems for. Again, let's go back and see if I can. Oh, there we go. That's what we were looking for. Alright, so let's go see what happens here. The 89 from the inside rolls up the track. Oh, gets into the 1. The 1 gets spun around. Doesn't hit anyone else somehow. He's rolling again. But let's go and see if we can get another camera on him. Maybe we can see if we can go get the camera on the cockpit video off the 4. Let's see how this goes here. Off the 4. Oh wow. That's the thing on iRacing here. If you look very closely, that's where they made contact. You can see there's no cars near each other. This is what's known on iRacing is called netcode. And that's pretty severe netcode there, where the cars aren't kind of lined up. The hitboxes on the cars might be slightly different. Could also be due to internet problems. The internet doesn't always quite work out for each driver. Possibly one driver's internet's worse than the other, and then maybe the connection's not nearly as good. And it could, again, iRacing might have to figure out where the car is, and it has like a general idea, but it's not precise, and that's what is known as netcode there, where the hitboxes just don't line up, and with what you're actually seeing on the track. I thought that was what the case was. That there's nothing that either driver could have done about that. That's just pretty bad netcode there. So let's see again. Yeah, there was nothing that he could have done with it. Looks like they have it all saved, and then netcode happened. That's the worst for netcode too. Is when That's you can't really do much of that as a driver. Looks like we have some pit stops here. Brian Tarnowski, Alan Hinson, Nicholas Breidenbach, Damon Lesser, Jarrett Phillips, Josh Warden, Raymond Root have all pit under this last caution period. Michael Skinner has cycled back to the lead. And it looks like the 7D car of Tyler Real has also DNF'd out of this event. I think I might have mentioned that. But it appears that he might be done. So far, it's not been confirmed from what I can tell from my scoring. But he's been in the pits now for 7 laps. Yes, the only car that's actually been confirmed out is Tyler Conley. The other 2, again, Wes Dobbs and Tyler Real. It looks like they're getting the damage fixes. We are 1 to green. And we're going to restart here with 21 laps to go. So we're going to end the 5th caution period of this event. Kind of starting to have more and more cautions. Already 1 hour through this event. This event has definitely been fun to watch. I would not be very surprised if we have something else that happens. But I would definitely not like to see another caution. But just from what I can tell, the way they've been driving, pretty much everything's off, and they're just gonna run it out. Pace car, is about ready to make that hard left-hand turn off of turn number 4. Again, Alan Hinson's your leader, followed closely by Roger Holt. Say closely because they... Ooh, as there's some contact made, Kavaja gets a huge jump on Skinner. Skinner down to second. That stacked up the entire field all the way back down to pretty much... They pretty much single followed out the entire field now as we have the first battle from what I can tell on the track. On the 5 on the outside. Now we have a battle for the lead now. Where there's battles everywhere. There's battle for the lead. The 0, double 0, the 3, the 3 on the inside, double 0 on the outside, Quadra Hole on the outside, Skinner on the inside, Skinner. Again, there's the whole set. He's made some. He's led a lot of laps. He's battled his role a couple times. Definitely one of the best cars on the track. Skinner pretty much just got his way. And as you see now, Joseph Lester. We saw him early. He was our outside pole sitter. He is now back up in the 3rd place. He was trying to move on the double 0 up high. And he didn't take tires out of the back short. So not even Ravaja's jump. Because he just may have the tires. All these other cars, I believe, have hit it. Grass, I believe that is going to be Brian Chernowski, who was in the grass. As you can see, the 4 car is having his problems. He stopped it rolling straight. Because now we have the double 0 on the inside, 8 on the outside. Goes to Lester, maintaining the 2nd spot currently. Quadra trying to fight back. Oh, as the Quadra gets really tight off the legs of the corner. He gets up there. There's some contact between the 5 and the 24 to go high. The 5 on the inside. The 81 also on the inside. 24 is the first car on the outside. This little pack. The 5 not quite clear. 5's in the fence. The 24's around. The 24 collects a couple of them. The 89 around. Trying to get some camera footage on that. The 89 was around on the apron. Caution appears to be right back out. We caught that one live as it happened, and wow. So the 24 just actually the 89 was so we're gonna look at the footage here. The 5 was not quite clear, but the 24 just got hooked right down into the 89. The 24 hard lick into the inside fence. We saw in the real life NASCAR Cup Series race, Ryan Preece hit that fence a little bit farther down. And for how much damage that caused that car, he's lucky. And we can go take another look at that wreck with the other car involved, the 81, I believe it was. Sorry, the 89. Footage off the front stretch. The 89. Let's actually go get some footage from the inside. Just got did a good job saving that car. This hot car almost hit him. He did a pretty good job locking that car down, so I gotta congratulate him on that. As this changes just about everything. They're going to change about winning these races. Let me go tell you who this hit. Looks like that. The 4, the Rare Coffee, Sean Taylor, Damien Lester, Jarrett Phillips, Brian Chernowski, Donnie again, Chris Claude. Had all. Pit here is under caution. Like our cameras might have had some displeasure between possibly 2 of these drivers. I don't know if that's quite true or not. Let's see if we can find anything on this. Oh yeah, this was intentional. The 24 just goes hunting down the 5 and then there's a 5 bump. There's no reason for that. He's going to take a look at the 24. Maybe 24 being told to go there. As he pits then. He's going to take a quick look at what the 24 has been doing. He's been going full speed. So slowing it up, slowing it up, slowing it up. And then that's pretty cut and pretty easy to tell what happened there. So 24 then takes it off the track, and looks like the 24 is the first car off the track now. And he's in pit road. The 21 car of Wes Dobbs has been confirmed to be out of the event currently. He was involved in the early crash. We're still not kind of pacing here. Looks like we may go to 1 degree in the way that these pace laps have gone by fast. Looks like they're all starting to get double foul yet again. And we are 1 degree. Here's going to be your top 10. Michael Skinner in the 3, Joseph Lester, Ryan Samuelson, Kavajo Holt, Raymond Root, Nick Steen, Lee Makowska, Josh Ward, Austin Stewart, Nicholas Breidenbacher. Top 10, followed by Jarrett Small, Damian Lester, Alan Hinson, Chris Claude, Jarrett Phillips, Eric Coffey, Sean Taylor, Ryan Chernowski, and Donnie Gadden are your cars on the lead lap. And then Ben Allen, Tyler Urilla of the cars currently trying to get the damage fixed. And Wes Dobbs and Tyler Cownley are your only DNFs of the event. You're at 1 in the green. It's going to be about a 13-lap shootout to the finish. And we will see what happens from here. What happens here, I don't know. We're going to have to go look. We're going to have to watch this one together, my friends. Because this could be a fun race to watch. And we'll just have to see. iRacing pace car makes the hard left-hand turn, or they will here in a second. There they go. And the field's off and away. Here they go in turn number 1. The 3 has a pretty good sized jump. We've seen that happen pretty much every restart. Now Joseph Lester on the inside, first car on the inside, followed by Ryan Samuelson. Lester on the inside, Samuelson on the outside. Lester clears the 81. Is he going to be able to have enough time to slide up there? He does. 81 trying to pull the crossover move. 81 to the inside of the 8. Holding his line. Let's see what he has to do here. 8. Stay on the high side. 81 on the inside. 81 clears the 8. It looks like he might have got a little tight there. He had to save the car. The 00 now chasing down the 8. Michael Skinner now, who's pretty much got himself to a pretty good sized 3/10 of a second lead. Josh Ward now battling to go to 88 to the inside, 63 to the outside, 63 of Ward, trying to hold off the 88 of Leo Gronkowski. Gronkowski doesn't quite have a run. He's going to fall on back. The 63 now making a run on the Nick Stein. Stein on the outside, Ward on the inside, Stein on the outside. Stein trying to hold him off. He so far does. And the outside line has the momentum coming off the point. Ward now trying to battle him again. He has a gap. He's going to try to slide on up. Now trying to get in front of him, try to cut down the run. Okay, that has been generated from those cars. And it looks like we might have a battle here. The 41 of Hinson. Hinson on the inside. Chris Claude on the outside. Claude might be in the fence just a little bit. Never mind, that was a different car. Claude chasing down 41, trying to hold him off. Chris Claude is just going to kind of fall on back. Put the 41 car in 17th position. Looks like we also might have a battle here. The 1, the 01. The 01 to the inside. The 1 looks like he has some damage. He's going to be on the outside. The 1 on the outside. 01 on the inside. 01 just pretty much just drives right on by the 1. That damage doesn't help him out at all. As you have the 88 in the fence. The 88 keeps it rolling. The 1 on the outside. The 77 he's going to get drive running by. Here's another one. 23 on the inside. that one's just falling right on back. Put the one in 10th place. Is we got a closer battle here between the 81 and the 3. The 3 on the outside, the 3 up front, the 81 in second, 81 now. It's closed up the gap to about a 10th and a half second lead. He's definitely closing the gap though. You can see the 81 thought about making a move to the inside. 81 though thinks against it, it's going to cost him some time. And the 81 just going to keep driving on down through the straightaway. 81 has to draft off the 3. This isn't really known as a drafting track, but the 81 now has about a 1/10 of a second lead or gap between the three cars. 3 now. Michael Skinner, he's going to be trying to hold off the 81. Skinner pulls it away to about 2/10 of a second lead. Oh, as the 81's in the fence. The 81, Ryan Samuelson is on the fence. That's definitely going to give Skinner a lot more of a lead. The leads are going back down to 6/10 of a second, and that's just falling back. It's a big gap. They'll make back up now this stage in the race. We had a battle here to look at, and we got another one here, the 88 and the 5. The 5 on the inside, 88 to the outside, 88. Trying to make the move. Trying to say is you got the 1 on the 89 on the outside fence again. The 5 drives on by 88 now. Trying to hold off the 41. 41 on the inside, 88 on the outside. 41 has the run built up. Looks like he has the run. And the 41 just drives right on by the 88. Now the 88 now looks like he might be under attack by the 10. The 10 on the inside. 88 on the outside. 88 has a horrible handling car now. There are 5 to go now in this event. That will be start counting them away for the 3 car, who now has over a 7.5 second it has over an 8.5 of a second lead over Ryan Samuelson. That lead just keeps on dropping back. Samuelson, okay, that car just falling away from him. This night has gone on. He was the fastest car on the track. It looks like we have some battles here. The 5, whoa, that was a big move from 8. 5 now trying to battle the 8. 8 definitely slowed himself down just a little bit there on that little move. And the 8's just going to fall on back. Actually, the 8's probably going to fall back into the clutches of the 41. There we go, the 41 on the inside, 8 on the outside. 8 holding his line. He also has a horrible handling car. Maybe just that's those setups. Maybe the 81 heater just on the same setup. Who knows? Both those setups are just falling off of those cars. Doesn't help anyone out. Oh, we have the 89 in the fence. 89 in the fence. He keeps it going straight. Actually, 23 at softer pace. Now he gets to that thing rolling again. The 23 to the outside. The 89 on the inside. 89 to the inside. He's holding his line. The 23 is trying to cut down low. Trying to maybe get a little bit of a side draft on the 89. Drives right by. Put the 89 in 6th place. So now we have the 10. The 41, the 77, 77 on the outside is the only one in that little 3-car pack. The 41 and the 10. On the inside, the 10 holding his line. The 77 just drove right by the 10 and the 41. Put those 2 cars up in another spot. Looks like we have another battle here between the 23 and the 5. The 23 catching the 5. 23 is for 2 to go. On the outside, 5 in that middle line. 23, he's going to get right to that fence. He's going to have a big run coming from him. He also has that 41 to contend with. As we're on the final lap, we'll talk about Michael Skinner here. He's deserved this one. He started from the pole position. He fell off really early. He managed to come back to the lead. He's had to cut through traffic. His strategy put him behind just a little bit. He managed to keep going, got through all that lap traffic, got back up to the top spot, and here we go. As he's going through the grass, putting on a little show for us, Michael Skinner wins, I believe, his debut here in the Monday night NASCAR Xfinity Racing Series. 2nd place was Kavajo Holt. 3rd place was Ryan Samuelson. And we will go from there. Is this one really belongs to the three there? The three overcame a lot, and that will be that. So we're going to see if we can get some interviews here once we have the three celebrate. He's definitely going to be happy about this win. So you have the 81, giving him some celebratory bumps there. Oh, as he dumps him, the 81 dumps the 3 under at the end of the race. I think this will just help him off with celebrations. You see now the 3 just kind of going right into his burnouts. Let's see if we can get the top 3 there into the channel here. As we got the 70 car also did not finish the event. It's the same way. Oh, maybe they're both celebrating. I think maybe they possibly might be teammates here. At 3 and 81, yes, they are both teammates. That's why they're having those bumps. Because we already had the 3 below his engine. And we're gonna see if we can get any of these cars here. So we're at 3 here. He's doing his celebratory, hoping that engine lasts just a little bit longer for his celebratory burnouts and other post-race celebrations. He's driving down, congratulating all the, thanking all the fans. See all of them are lined up there. He's doing that little backwards down the straightaway. And let's go and bring in the 15 here. Give me a second here. This is your. Sorry, let's go. Oh, never mind. I thought we were going to go get the 0-0 here of Capadra Holt. This was your second place finisher. But then he just kind of left the room here, so I don't know what he's up to. Let's see. I thought we were going to have someone in here as we had the 3 to here just doing his celebratory lap. Actually, he's just going around for an entire lap, I'm pretty sure. He's going around turns 1 right now, NASCAR turn 1. Go around thanking all the fans, you know. Gotta thank them all. And let's see here. Are we getting any interviews? Let's hopefully just get one with the 3rd place, with the winner here of this event. He's just still rolling around. I think maybe the engine blew on him. Doesn't look like he's under much power. But don't know. You'll have to see from here. As he parks it right at the start-finish stripe there. He did a complete lap around the speedway, going around the wrong way. Trying to see if we can at least get a interview in here. We may just wrap it up from here. See if I can get into the waiting room. Oh. Trying to find anyone, but I think. Oh. Looks like we're gonna get our winner in here. So just give me a second here. I'm gonna pull him through. And move to. And Michael Skinner, thank you for joining us. That race was definitely fun to watch. We definitely put a lot of highlights on you. You started on the pole. You drove your way up. What did you think though on that restart there when you end up being in 8th or 9th there on that pit strategy? Do you think you're going to make your way back up? Oh. Can you hear? Do you hear us now? Do you got me? Oh, I think we got you.
All right, you got me now?
Yeah, we got you now.
All right, there we go.
So we had that that exciting pole position. You got that. You led a couple of laps. You started falling off pretty early though. What did you think about your car then? We noticed that you pretty much went from first to like 3rd or 4th. You start in the top couple of first laps here.
Yeah, the first 10 laps I was just complete junk. Could not turn the thing. I was just knocking the wall down. And then after that, I figured it out, and we got the win, thankfully.
Yes, thank you. That was pretty fun to watch. You had that couple. Didn't have any crashes near you, but then you had that battle with the 81 there for quite a couple laps.
Yeah, me and Ryan, field filler racing teammates. We were trying to get a 1-2 finish, and it didn't work out.
And what do you have to think though about do you want to thank any sponsors, crew or family that got you here?
Yeah, I gotta thank my crew chief for staying with me when I'm screaming at the car the first 10 laps that were absolute junk and pack it up. And I don't know why we came out. And then I gotta thank my sponsor Snapchat. They're the reason why we're out here doing this.
And I noticed your victory there. You had the 81. You had your teammate there, Ryan Samuelson, give me some little help there. Your celebration started early there. They had a little smoke going around for your lap, going around backwards around the speedway. That was pretty cool.
Yeah, we just had to make sure this thing couldn't go through tech because it wouldn't have passed. So we just had to make sure.
Well, you started off pole. You got your way back up to the top spot after some early troubles, early misadventures going around, falling to the back. Michael Skinner is your race winner. And with that, we will be ending this broadcast. Thank you all for watching this Monday Night NASCAR series event. We should be back here next Monday at, I believe, Darlington, if I'm correct. And until next time.